Don't be deceived. Palm oil does not contain cholesterol. Palm kernel oil does not contain cholesterol. Coconut oil does not contain cholesterol. Oil from plant does not have cholesterol. Beware, beware, beware. I want you to understand this and understand it clearly. Some of you are shouting, red oil have cholesterol. No oil from plant contain cholesterol. Do you understand? Cholesterol is mostly from animal protein, especially red meat, milk, egg. You can see red meat, milk, egg, they are from animal. That's why it's called animal protein. Do you understand? The only thing or the only problem with palm oil, palm kernel oil, and coconut oil is that they contain saturated fat. Listen, saturated fat and cholesterol, they are not the same. Do you understand? See, this is why red meat is too bad. Red meat contains cholesterol and also contains saturated fat. But red oil contains saturated fat alone because it's plant. Oil from plant contain saturated fat. Some contain unsaturated fat. Do you understand? So the reason why you are being told be taking red oil moderately and all that, or don't even take or take moderately, is because red oil contains saturated fat. Palm kernel oil, saturated fat. Coconut oil, saturated. The worst of it is coconut oil and butter and all that and so on and so forth. So coconut oil, the saturated fat of coconut oil is around 90%. Palm kernel oil is 85%, while palm oil is 50%. So palm oil is better than coconut oil. Palm oil is even far better than palm kernel oil. Do you understand? Now, why is saturated fat is a problem? The reason why saturated fat is a problem is because saturated fat itself increases cholesterol level. Saturated fat is never cholesterol, but the presence of saturated fat in the body increases cholesterol level. It hides cholesterol level. Do you understand me? So because saturated fat increases cholesterol level, people now technically say palm oil contain cholesterol, coconut oil contain cholesterol. No, they don't contain cholesterol. Rather, they have something that increases cholesterol level, which is what? Saturated fat. I want you to understand this. Oxygen helps fire to burn. Normally, the test for oxygen is that oxygen rekindles a glowing splint. Now, oxygen helps fire to burn. So, in the presence of oxygen, fire will be going wide. That does not mean that oxygen itself is fire. Do you understand? That oxygen helps fire to burn does not mean that oxygen is fire, because if oxygen is fire, once you breathe in or it will burn you to pieces. Do you understand? So, oxygen helps combustion. Oxygen rekindles glowing splint does not mean that oxygen itself is the combustion itself. So that is one thing about saturated fat. Saturated fat helps to increase cholesterol level, but saturated fat itself is not cholesterol. Do you understand? I believe you understand it clearly. So these three oil now I mentioned now, palm kernel oil, palm oil, coconut oil, they are high in saturated fat. Some of you have been asking me questions about groundnut oil. Groundnut oil, which is also known as peanut oil, contain very little saturated fat. It is very, very high in mono and polyunsaturated fat. Groundnut oil is good. Do you understand? But I'm going to talk more about it when I'm going to teach you about cooking oil. Watch my next video when I'm going to tell you more about cooking oil. There are certain oil you don't need to heat too high. If you heat it too high, it becomes free radicals. Instantly, it becomes free radicals. The ions will be broken. It will lose electrons and all that. Do you understand me? Good. There are oil that you don't even cook at all. If you just take it, prepare, use it like that, good. Watch out my next video. You're gonna see it. Thank you very much and God bless you. I love you all. Peace out.